Hi there, my name is Molly Melder. I'm currently a junior here at Oklahoma State University, and my major is Human Development and Family Sciences with the option of Child and Family Services, pre-health option. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about my previous work experience, my future career goals, and future internships that I would like to work with under this program and later on in life. So to start, I got my first job about 2 weeks after I turned 16. I started working at On the Border, which is a Mexican food restaurant in Weatherford, Texas. I actually worked my way up from being a hostess to eventually becoming a server slash bar server, which is higher up. But anyways, I learned a lot from that job, and I learned a lot about people and how to work with individuals. And that's kind of what sparked my interest in working with humans and being in the human services industry. Not so much just in the food industry, but I was always very passionate about medicine and the opportunity to help others in need, and in a medical aspect and helping others get well is something that I was always really drawn to. And so knowing that I could talk to people and could work with others in a food industry setting, it kind of helped me gain the courage to want to work even deeper in a medical setting and help others. So my senior year of high school, I decided to become certified as a certified nurse's assistant, and I worked in a nursing home for about 4 months, and that was an incredible opportunity. I loved getting to work in kind of the setting that I was aiming for my future, working hands-on in a medical aspect, not just so much like filing and social work. It was more like I was a part of the process, a part of figuring out how to help this individual, how to help this resident. And it was something that I definitely carried with me even onward to college, and is another reason why I am so passionate about joining the medical field. So my ultimate goal is after I attain this degree, I want to move on to nursing school, and I want to get my bachelor's in nursing. I want to work for a few years and gain experience, and then eventually go back and either become a nurse practitioner, don't know which kind, or become a CRNA. It's just whichever my passion will lead me to at that time. But I know for sure that I am going in nursing school, and I'm going to be working in that medical industry. I feel like the previous work of the human services field, like the food industry and working as a CNA, definitely helped me come up to this point and come up to this decision. And I feel like this major has very much opened doors for me of how I need to present myself in front of other people, and how I can work with all these different dynamics and the different ways that families and individuals function and act is something that I've felt very passionate about, and something that I've also enjoyed while being in this major. So moving on, I quit that job because I had to go to college, and so I took a year off my freshman year, and at that time I picked up working at the Colvin for a little bit because I am very passionate about health and fitness, and once again human body's health. And I worked there for a few months, and then I became a intern at a nutritionist area for the nutritionist at Oklahoma State's athletic department. And I worked there for a few months, and I gained a lot of experience on the healthy aspects of an individual and what we should be putting in our bodies. And so that kind of pushed me along more. And now I've obtained a job at Whisper, which is a specialty bra fish shop down on Main Street in Stillwater. And I work with individuals every single day, mostly women, when it comes to sizing and finding a proper fitting bra, which doesn't seem like it'd be that beneficial for women's bodies, but it is. And that's something that I've really enjoyed too, is getting to work hands-on with customer service and getting to talk to people and becoming more open and able to work with other individuals. So the sites that I'd like to apply for, there's one site in particular that I'm very passionate about signing up for, that it's not on the list of approved sites, but it's through Dr. Greg Ratliff, and he is the head surgeon at the Plastic Surgery Center at Tulsa, which is not only a surgical site, it also is partial clinic from 1 to 5, so it's a mix of both, to where it's not just a medical site. And I really love this opportunity because I have shadowed before under him, and I've seen how he works and how he is as an individual and how I want to be in my professional career as an individual. And it's just something that I immediately have been drawn to. I've always been drawn to the medical aspect, and I wanted the opportunity to work hands on in that field, and gain experience that would benefit me for when I'm applying to nursing school. Because although working in a different setting is great, having shadowing hours and having internships through medical sites is more beneficial than anywhere else when it comes to being a nursing school applicant. So that's something that I was really passionate about, and why I was so driven towards wanting to apply for that internship and be in that kind of role. Another site that I felt somewhat passionate about, that I was interested in, that was on the approved site list, was for Clare House, and it's a hospice care facility. And although that's kind of a darker, different route than what I was planning on going into, I do enjoy how it has a medical opportunity and a medical aspect with it, because I would prefer to work somewhere and gain 360 hours of service doing something that's going to benefit me in the future, and something that is more medically based, would help me, even though it's not exactly what I was looking for. But I do love the opportunity to work with individuals and helping them become comfortable in their situations and comfortable in their settings, and just making it more relaxing for them is something that I find very, like, I respect that, and I find that very encouraging to do in everyday life. And so that was something that I felt very passionate about, was the Clare House in Tulsa. And another site that I looked at that I thought was interesting was the Early Head Start here in Stillwater. I love working with children, and I love the opportunity to help individuals get through their crisis situations. Although it's not so much medical, it's still a great opportunity to work with other individuals. So I hope that you enjoyed getting to learn a little bit more about me and a little bit more about the goals that I'm willing to and wanting to obtain. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you.